what are the 3 functions that, and I know there's a lot more, but when you think of what are the top 3 functions that women should be, or ladies should be working on now?
Let me go first?
Yes.
Okay, just say it.
Okay, the first things that come to mind, I think, are stabilize.
Oh.
So I feel like, and I don't know if this is just cultural, but I feel like men go through a lot.
Yeah.
You know? And there's a lot of expectation placed on men.
Yeah.
And I think a woman's function or role a lot of the time is to create stability for a man to be able to rest, for them to be able to create, for them to be able to reflect and connect back to God and stay focused. So I think we're stabilizers. We ground men, I think. And so men oftentimes will be living their lives, you know, whatever that looks like or means for them. And then when a man finds the right woman and joins his life with her, there's some level of peace he experiences because he's stable, because he's grounded. So I think stability is the first one. I think support is another one. So supporting him, you know, not blindly, but when he has a vision and purpose, like it was mentioned, then you support his vision and purpose. Now, you might poke holes, which is different than criticizing and condemning. So he might tell you he has a business idea, and you're like, great. You know, I love it. Have you considered this part? What about this? Tell me more, which is supportive and not condemning. So when he brings something up and you just shoot it down, okay? Like a duck out of the sky, sis, you don't want to emasculate a man. There shouldn't be you shouldn't want to be with an emasculated man. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't go together. And so we have to support when we know that there's a vision and purpose in place. And then we keep them on their P's and Q's. Okay. So we poke holes where we see fit so that when they go back into the world, they have the best possible outcome laid out for them because you supported that vision and purpose. The last thing that comes to mind is sustain. We have to be sustainable for them. And we have to.
Right? Yep. She had 3 S's.
Look, thanks for giving me some time to come up with that. You have to sustain that energy. It has to be, because relationships is long, you know what I mean? Life is short, but life is long. Right. So how are you going to make this sustainable where your relationship can continue to evolve and grow over time for you to be able to thrive in the long run? So to me, stabilize, support, and sustain are the 3 that come to mind.
Keisha, you want to add anything to that?
Well, for me, I have the 3 Fs.
3 Fs?
Y'all didn't even know. We got 6.
We got 6, man. I'm saying, let's go. Oh, she give me a high five?
Okay, there we go.
Okay. So, what's the Fs?
Bring it on.
First and foremost, it's faith.
Faith. Okay.
That's the foundation.
Yes.
I think we're in a culture that we try to have a marriage without God in the middle, and God created marriage. You cannot have a successful marriage without God being in the middle of that.
Okay.
A woman has to be able to cover her husband. So if she don't have the faith foundation, she can't cover him where he's going. So when I see him struggling in his day-to-day, I can go to God and have prayer for him and cover him to make sure that God gives him the strength that he needs to progress on in his day-to-day activities.
Come on.
Then you have finances.
Finances.
I got to have my finances in order so that I don't become a burden
when
I come into a marriage.
Yes.
We want to take that out. We live in a society
I wish I had the Hammond right there.
Yes, we have this microwave generation.
Yes.
I want it now. I don't want to wait on it. And we look at the big B word budget as this big, like, oh, no, not doing that.
Yes.
But if we have our finances in order, we'll actually have more ability not to lead down the road that may lead to divorce.
Yeah.
Because we know money is one of the top reasons for divorce.
Yes.
So if you get that together in your single season, you have the ability to be more successful and not bring on an additional stressor in your marriage when you begin to have problems. It's like, oh, finances, I'm out of here. I can't take this. So that would be my second one.
Okay.
And then the last one would be fitness for me.
Fitness?
Hey.
Fitness.
Fitness?
My goodness.
Fitness as in like working out?
Yes.
As in like looking good?
Well.
Because men are visual.
Yes, we are. Say that, sis.
So we oftentimes...
You've been talking today. I just want you to know you've been talking today.
We can't be upset if we get in a relationship and we're looking one way, and then we change, and then our significant other eyes get to wondering, well, we know what he was attracted to.
Bam.
So it's our responsibility to maintain that, but if we have the discipline in our single season of fitness.
Did you open this already?
Yeah.
I did.
A whole word.
That's my wife.
And the other side of that, when I say fitness, is because we think about it. What does God allow inside a marriage that he doesn't allow outside of marriage without it being a sin? That's sex. So God didn't say we couldn't have sex. He said you can only have sex within marriage so that it's not a sin. So if we're not physically
it's
to be fit.
able to
Oh my God.
perform,
Oh my gosh. Oh.
then we're already going in and
She
setting
said it.
ourselves up.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
And then the last part of that is the whole, we want to expand, we want a family.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm not physically fit and I were to get pregnant, now I got challenges because now I'm having postpartum depression because my body's not the way it used to be because I didn't have the discipline to train myself in the area of fitness.
Oh my God.
So for me, in that single season, if you focus on those three things, you're setting yourself up because faith is the foundation. Fitness, which is what leads to the sex intimacy part of the relationship. And then the finances leads to the marriage. So we know sex and money are the top reasons for divorce.
Yes.
So if you don't focus on those, you're already going in, setting yourself up for the potential of failure.